The Nobel Medical Prize goes to 2 Americans and 1 German. The Nobel Prize is a set of annual international awards bestowed in a number of categories by Swedish and Norwegian committees in recognition of cultural and scientific advances. In 1895, the Swedish inventor Alfred Nobel established the prize. The categories are physics, chemistry, psychology, medicine, literature, peace, economic science. The Peace Prize is awarded in Oslo, Norway, while the other prizes are awarded in Stockholm, Sweden. The person awarded with the prize receives a gold medal, a diploma, and a sum of money worth 8 million Swedish kroners, which is $1.2 million. The American James E. Rothman is a professor at Yale University. Randy W. Sheckman is a professor at the University of California, and the German Thomas C. Sodhoff is a professor at Stanford University. These were awarded the prize on Monday and of discoveries of how the body cells decide when and where to deliver the molecules they produce. The Nobel Assembly said the 3 have solved the mystery of how the cell organizes its transport system. This can have great impact on future research of cells, but the discovery this will mean further information, further research on diabetes, neurological diseases, and immunological disorders. And now over to George with Web.
Hi. The current conditions of Louisville are in a bad way. Louisville was recently underwater in some parts of the West End. The last really bad rain flood like this was around February to March of 1997. This is one of the reasons why the main city now has block-off areas where they quickly block off areas because of heavy flooding. The flooding has left almost 400 people homeless and many more without power. In the city there have been record-setting 8.5 inches in just under 12 hours. There was enough rain to the point where the rain had flooded the drains system downtown completely, with rain flooding up on streets. Hey Zach, what's going on with the weather?
With the U.S. government shutdown, more than 800,000 workers are on furlough. However, members of Congress are required by law to still be paid. Do you know what your local congressman is doing with that money? Many members of Congress have decided to donate or decline their paychecks during the shutdown. 32 senators are donating their paychecks and 9 have chosen to decline them. And in the House, 47 are donating and 65 are declining. California Representative Scott Peters stated, "San Diego has many federal employees who are being furloughed from their jobs because Congress has failed to do its job. I will continue to do everything I can to get them back to work, but in the meantime I will stand with them by refusing to keep my pay during the shutdown." In addition, California Representative Paul Cook and Florida Representative Steve Sutherland are sponsoring a bill to keep members of Congress from getting paid during shutdowns. Reese is going to tell us what the military is up to.
Breaking news. Saturday night, U.S. Navy SEAL Team 6 did an extremely dangerous raid in Somalia to try to capture suspected al-Shabaab leader al-Qahir when it became clear that he could not be taken alive. A senior U.S. official told CNN SEAL Team 6 got into a firefight with the terrorist leader's personal army, but all SEALs got away safely. Their mission was to capture him. Once it became clear we were not going to be able to take him, the Navy commander made the decision to withdraw, said the official, who was the direct knowledge of the entire Somalian operation, but declared to be identified publicly. The mission's aim was to capture al-Qahir, which is the reason the team went in, rather than using a drone attack on the heavily guarded seaside villa. The officials said another reason for the withdrawal was from the firefight is that one of the SEALs saw children in the compound, which is why they left. It is important that we capture these terrorists for national security and for us getting information out of them that can be used to capture other terrorist groups to make this world a better place to live in. Fun fact of today, you know trees only grow an inch a year? So Spencer, apparently it's hot today in history.
Why, yes, it was a hot day in history, Reese. On this day in history, on the night of October 8th, the Great Fire of Chicago started. It is said to have started in the O'Leary's barn. While it destroyed much of Chicago, their house was spared from the fire. 300 people lost their lives, and there was property damage of about $192 million. Ironically, the Chicago Fire Academy is now on the O'Leary property. The cross on the floor marks the actual location of the barn. The story goes that before bed, Miss O'Leary lit a lantern in the barn, and the cow kicked it over after she left. But it is still undetermined how the fire actually started. Could this be fact or just fiction? That's your news story for today.
Yeehaw!
Freaking turn it off.
Turn it off.
Now,